Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, November 15. The House of Representatives has passed a bill to close the Road Maintenance Fund and move its assets and liabilities to the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Prime Minister Andrew Holness piloted the Road Maintenance Fund Repeal Act 2017 in Parliament Tuesday. He said the legislation formed part of government's thrust to rationalize public bodies, increase efficiency, cut costs, and meet its debt-to-GDP target.
Currently, the salaries and related cost is approximately $51 million, and it is expected to be substantially reduced since the human resource management, information technology, administrative functions, and some of the technical functions will be subsumed into the existing Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. The government will save direct costs related to the operations of the RMF in the approximate sum of $35 million per year based on the transfer of the functions to the ministry.
The Road Maintenance Fund is one of 5 public sector entities to be closed by the end of March 2018. The special consumption tax collected by the fund from the licensing fee for motor vehicles will now be transferred to the consolidated fund. Since the start of the year, the Road Maintenance Fund has spent $400 million on road patching, $400 million on road rehabilitation, $100 million on traffic lights, and $300 million on drain maintenance. Meanwhile, the National Works Agency (NWA) has been directed to consult members of Parliament when carrying out road maintenance and repair works in their constituencies. Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave the mandate, saying it would streamline the execution of roadworks and align the NWA's schedule with the priorities of the members of Parliament.
Once we have the professionals tell us that the weather system has lifted, immediately after that, then we will start the patching and the repairs. And we will do so with all MPs participating in the decision as to the roads that need to be done.
Mr. Holness has also asked the NWA to fast-track its assessment of roads affected by recent rains across the island. Already, government has secured funds from the supplementary budget to address roads in need of urgent repair. Prime Minister Holness said the allocations for the repairs were increased and the Minister of Finance would be tabling the figure at next week's sitting of Parliament. A 45-day extension has been approved by the House of Representatives for the traffic ticket amnesty. It will run from November 27 to January 13 next year to allow more time for motorists to pay their traffic fines. National Security Minister Robert Montego says once the extension has expired, motorists who did not use the amnesty will be pursued.
In addition to that, a large portion of the funds collected will be invested in the traffic department of the Jamaica Constabulary Force with additional vehicles, bikes, equipment, and improvement of the traffic offices island-wide, including the Accident and Reconstruction Unit.
$590 million was collected under the previous traffic ticket amnesty, which ran for 90 days from August 2 to October 30. Plans are underway to have the National Police College of Jamaica (NPCJ) and its courses accredited by the University Council of Jamaica (UCJ). National Security Minister Robert Montego says former Chief Technical Director in the ministry, Karen Clark Davis, who has been reassigned to the NPCJ, will be leading the accreditation discussions with the UCJ.
So that when you complete courses at the National Police College, you will get tertiary credits, and then over time you can achieve your degrees right here from within the training branch of the Constabulary Force.
Minister Montego says plans are also in place to continue improving the working conditions of members in the police force. He says the government has scheduled routine maintenance work at 161 police stations across the island. 30 police stations will also be receiving major work.
We are moving to look about the welfare of the serving men and women. Because if you do not care for the welfare of the officers cannot perform at their ultimate and maximum.
The Security Minister was speaking at a recent passing out parade and award ceremony for 135 former district constables who have transitioned into the JCF. And finally, Government has begun a public education campaign to facilitate the smooth implementation of the National Identification System, NIDS. The National Identification and Registration Act was passed in the Senate on Monday with 168 amendments. It now returns to the House of Representatives for final review. At a press conference Tuesday, Director of Communications in the Office of the Prime Minister, Robert Morgan, said the public education campaign started at 1 p.m. on Monday and involved radio, television, and social media platforms.
There are going to be a series of community meetings all over the country. The first one begins next Thursday at Emancipation Park. There will also be engagement with the media, where the NIDS team and other persons who are connected will be available to all media houses, all interest groups, all stakeholder groups to answer whatever questions they wish to ask. And there will also be a framework created to update the nation consistently on the steps that are being taken in the implementation of the program.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.